The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 62, Nasdaq's up 24, S&Ps are up 9.5. Gold contract down $10, 13.42. We have silver down 25 cents, $17.19. Light sweet crude's off 58, 65.56. Notes are down 11 ticks, 120, 123. Bonds are down 23 ticks, 148 even. King dollar's up 374 ticks, trading at 89.27. The euro is at 123 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 108 to the U.S. dollar. Welcome back, man.
Good to be back, man. Totally.
Yeah. And listen, actually, I know it's red today, but nothing really has changed.
Oh, I was
been green. It's been green every day.
I was joking. I'm not missing anything, man. Market up 0.5% every single day. It seemed like, right?
Amazing.
Totally.
Absolutely amazing.
Totally.
Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's get over and take a look first off inside this gold market. So last week, folks, you had gold take out its B point, monster ABC structure on the way up. Bottom line, that was on the 24th. 25th, we get up to a price point of 1365.40 rather.
Okay.
And it's 1365.80 that I couldn't take out. It's pretty intense.
Right up there, man.
Yeah. So 40 cents. Now, that being said, what you had, and this is it's not that it's a toss-up. I like when you're pushing swing points with volume. I don't like that you pushed it a couple days and you still couldn't take it out.
Right
it's
there.
Like, okay. Yeah. But what you do have is this. You have the gold contract doing a confirmed ABC structure up. You have the HUI doing a confirmed structure on the way up, which is really positive because the HUI is crucial because the HUI versus the XAU, the HUI, they can only basically, let me get you the exact number here.
So the HUI cannot hedge, right? I always confuse the two.
This is what it is. They can hedge, but they only can hedge a year.
Not to a certain degree.
That's
okay.
correct.
So the XAU can hedge as far out as they want?
as much as they want.
And the HUI is not able to hedge as much, at least.
Yeah, so here's the HUI. They can hedge. They do not hedge their gold production beyond a year and a half. Okay, which is pretty cool.
So for that, HUI is going to trade more with gold, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Yes, it is.
Just by nature.
Big time.
Definitely.
Big time. If we take a look at some of the higher volume stocks out here this morning, and we have now, the Fed's going to start meeting. Well, here, let's just go look at this.
We got a big week, man.
We do. It's huge,
Fed,
man.
jobs, and we'll go over earnings at some point, too.
Oh,
I was getting ready for today, and poof, what a Monday to come back. We'll go over those stocks, but yeah.
Well, here, let's start right
Apple's
there.
one of them,
because
sure,
February 1st, you get Apple. Apple's down.
What day is February
3:30.
1st?
I believe that's...
yes, I believe that's going to be Thursday.
Okay. And see, it's interesting. So watch so Apple, folks, went down on the 24th, right? Down on the 25th. I was on the TD network last week a couple times, right?
Okay.
And
I'm not picking up my phone. Keep talking. I'm pulling up all the earnings. That's what I'm going to check out. Perfect.
What I was talking about, folks, was this. Watch this. When I bring this up, what you're going to see is that, when you see that type of volume, I normally bring up these filings just to see, can you find anything, right? But wait till you see what sticks out like a sore thumb. It's pretty cool. It's Goldman Sachs.
Oh, boy.
See, Goldman Sachs, they filed, okay, that they sold 19 million shares. Now, the way that these filings work is a 13F filing is a filing that is done every quarter, but we don't find out about it until 45 days later.
Yes.
Okay? This type of filing right here is they feel that they have to file because normally you have to own more than 0.61% of it, okay? But bottom line, I don't know what the exact rule is, but they decided they have to file.
Okay.
And that's, you see when they sold?
Yeah.
They just sold.
This weekend. I mean, that's when,
Yeah.
Today's the 29th. That's yesterday.
And so
they had about 50 million shares, it looks like. They sold 19, so they sold about almost 40% of their position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what I was looking for is that if they sold any more, but they haven't yet. So we'll see how that shakes out. But that's a big heads up, you know, because it's like they get 31 million left. They still 19 is a big number.
Ahead of earnings too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So these earnings, just to pull them up. So we got Lockheed Martin yet today, Pfizer, McDonald's, AMD tomorrow, Boeing, Microsoft, Facebook on Wednesday, Alibaba, Alphabet, Amazon, and Apple on Thursday, and Exxon and Chevron on Friday.
Big numbers.
Quite a week, for sure.
And then we get the Fed with the statement on Wednesday.
And you have jobs on Friday.
Right.
Right. Never stops, man.
And I don't expect, you know, well, the market's not expecting the Fed to go up on rates. This is Janet Yellen's last meeting as chair. Powell's going to be the next chair. It is already confirmed, so that's February 1st, I believe that's her last day.
Okay.
And then you can see, when you're looking at March 21st, that's the next meeting. It's like there's a high probability we're going up 25 basis points.
Definitely.
You know, so there's no doubt that we have a big action out here. If we go take a look at the let's see, the rates, this is the highest it's been since 2014.
Yeah.
2.7 is the 10-year.
Quite a number.
That's a big number, man. That's definitely, now you're getting near 3% again. Well,
definitely. No, we're approaching.
Yeah.
What about the 30-year? Can we just jump to that? On
so watch that. This is laying down. The 2.9.
So that's really close to 3. There you go. Yeah.
You see what's happening though. What the curve is flattening dramatically, and that's pretty intense.
It is.
So picture. Do you want money for 10 years at 2.7?
Yeah.
A 30 at 2.9.
Right.
Give me 2.9.
Yeah.
And so what happens, folks, is that the flatter this gets, the worse it is for banks. They like rates going up, but they like rates going up on the scale of the yield. Because then what they do is that they borrow money short and lend it
out long.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. In this particular case, it's like, oh, really? So your risk value would go up dramatically.
Definitely.
You know, with that aspect.
Definitely.
Some of the higher volume stocks that we have out here today.
I was saying, oh, no, I thought it was going to be maybe the Keurig Dr. Pepper. Did you see that deal coming in?
Yeah.
I thought that just from the...
It should be. It's up 25%.
I guess maybe just because it's such a high price that it's not, you know, volume-wise, maybe at the top of the list. Sometimes, there it is. It's number 9.
Okay. Yeah, there it is. Okay, yeah, 23. Yeah.
You know, it was a lot higher, I think, pre-market. Pull it. Let's check out.
Yeah,
it was,
126.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's quite a chart, man. Yeah,
it is. And kudos to anybody that had them coming in pre-market.
Look at that.
Yeah. And that'll be quite a giant when you talk. Maybe people are going to be, you know, you got your Snapple iced tea coming out of your Keurig pretty soon.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
it's amazing. You know, I mean, I don't drink Dr. Pepper, but the people that like it love it too.
Okay.
Also,
little cult following. I don't either. But you know, I think anybody's familiar with their commercials. Especially football, or they have, you know, so they're making money, man, because they are advertising out the wazoo for sure. Yeah.
We got you get, let's see, GE's down 8. GE's a mess. GE's folks, now they caught cooking their books. Now they're really screwed.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh, big time, man.
You know, just to bring back, even because I heard one stat for Dr. Pepper, it's amazing how much these companies can make. I think it was something like $6 billion in revenue, $800 million in net, and they even have
the bottom line.
Yeah, and they have Mott's. So you're talking about the apple juices. There's but $800 million net, let alone $6 billion. So soda companies, drink companies, still doing okay.
Yeah.
Pretty remarkable.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I coming right back. Dow's down 60, Nasdaq's up 20, S&P's are down 9.5. Coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionics, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Tom and Tommy O'Brien, we do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow down 79. You get the Nasdaq off 26. S&Ps are off 11.5. If you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, folks, come over to our website at TFNN. You can hit the banner on the top of the side, bring it up. You can walk along us as we trade these defined option contracts. Now, it's the beginning of the week, so guess what? We have you have the weeklies in Bitcoin. If we go over to Bitcoin right now, I want to do two different things. I want to go to Bitcoin, but then the Bitcoin Trust also split, so I want to see where that's trading too. So Bitcoin right now is at 344.
At 11,219, right?
Yeah, up 344. Now, Bitcoin Trust. Let's see what this thing is doing. Bitcoin.
Oh.
There it is right there, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see what this did. This split. Look, it's still a 75% premium.
Pretty remarkable.
My God. I want to see what it split at. If they say, oh, does that say 91 to 1? It does. Yeah.
It does.
A 91 to 1 split.
That could, because I think, wasn't it trading at about 2,000?
Yeah, it was.
So now it's at,
Okay.
That makes sense. Now it's
So-
at 19. 100 to 1, right? 2,000 will go to 20. So just do quick math. So yeah, that's right. 91 to 1.
So picture this. This is going to be one
They
of
want to
the-
bring it to the masses. Now everybody can buy it at 19. Nobody can buy it at 2,000, right?
Right.
I mean,
And this is-
scary stuff, right? I agree, yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be one of the biggest scandals out there because now they split it so more people can buy it.
Right.
And
Anybody can buy a stock at 19.
it's a $75% premium.
Yeah.
Really?
Crazy.
Yeah, it's like sick. That is pretty intense, man. That's
Been quite a little roller coaster in the crypto world, even as
Oh, it has. It has.
watching. You know, there was another hack, right, last week in one of the exchanges.
The biggest
500 million.
That's the biggest one yet.
Is it the biggest one? Because I know that.
I saw the numbers
what was
this
the
morning.
Mount
Gox was 470.
This is okay. And
Yeah.
you know what's remarkable is, do you know how far away those offices are from each other?
No.
8 miles.
That's it.
Yeah, so.
Someone's got a lot of bread there.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, and it makes sense, as in, it's a thriving young industry, so sometimes the people who were really involved in it and the brilliant people of that industry are literally surrounding themselves with each other, which makes sense. That's not nefarious, you know, just like Silicon Valley would be. There's certain areas that have.
Oh, definitely.
But it's still remarkable from a just risk basis where you have these exchanges right down the block from each other and they're setting up. And from the articles I read, every time it seems like there's simple steps they can take to better guard it. It's not like you have the most brilliant hacker in the world figuring out a plan nobody could have realized. There are simple steps they are not taking when you're talking about 500 million, maybe $1 billion in cryptocurrencies not guarded.
So I guess one of the lessons is that if you buy crypto, keep it. Put it on your clip, right?
Right.
Get it off the exchange.
What is it? A hard wallet, or you know, whatever that term is. And I know Larry was just talking to our man John Jameson last hour, I believe. There's a lot of good stuff, but yeah, you know, if you're gonna keep it on an exchange, you have to realize that you are vulnerable to that exchange, and this is not a regulated environment. So it's not like you have a TD Ameritrade account where your money is secure and regulated. You know, you better make sure. That you realize the risks you're dealing with.
Right.
Yeah.
100% loss.
Yeah. Right. Now, in that one, they've said that they're going to make it up to them.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. They have said that they are going to make customers whole. That was the news, and
that's intense.
That was the news.
Let them know we're going to get that money.
I agree, and I agree. But that was the news.
So if we go over and we take a look at the spreads out here, I get the Bitcoin, the weekly spread. Right now you're trading, look at how close this is. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, so looks like you have a $10,000 spread, right? You're going from 6,200 to 16,200.
Right.
So the middle of that spread is going to be 5,000 away from the floor and the ceiling. Square in the middle, it's going to be 11,2, and that's why just to walk through the basics, right? So
that's efficient, man.
Yeah, and so right now the underlying indicative, Bitcoin's trading at 11,288, so you're only talking about $88 away from the middle of a 10,000-point spread, so there's really not going to be much premium, which is what you see, as in the bid is 11,260, offers 11,300. You're basically splitting, you know, right around where it's trading at. Yeah.
And so if we do it up to 10,
yes,
you know, I mean 10 contracts, folks, your maximum loss would be 5,000. And your maximum gain would be 49.06.
Yeah,
if you're
5,100 to 4,900 almost approximately, and that's because, you know, for every contract, $10 of Bitcoin movement equals $1 of movement in the contract. So if you want to trade dollar for dollar, you can go 10 contracts, and for every dollar movement in Bitcoin, you're getting a dollar movement in you know, your profit loss.
Pretty wild.
Pretty wild.
It really is. Man.
It is, man.
That's pretty cool.
It is. You know, to look at it, right? You know, if you do 10, if you really want to control it dollar for dollar, what's nice is you really only have to put up 5,000. Now, of course, your profit is capped, just like your risk is capped as well. But you're controlling a Bitcoin for $5,000 as opposed to putting up 11.2 right now to buy a Bitcoin. So you have at least, you know, 100% margin.
Yes.
And realistically, you have profit potential up to 16.2 by Friday's close, which is a nice avenue to have. In worst case scenario, you know, your profit isn't just capped, your losses are capped because, you know, in the unfortunate event that something like that happens again, where you have a hacking, and what may happen is you may see some type of crackdown because of these hackings, as in steeper regulations, or at least the attempt of steeper regulations, because it can only happen so many times, right, before a government says we can't just keep letting or try. You know, they can't do it all, right, but they can try, and that would spook the market itself.
There's a story on Bloomberg this morning, that's what it was. What it was is that the exchanges themselves and everyone else wants regulation not near them, yet when this happens, they want them.
Right. It's a battle. It's back and forth. It is. And, you know, the other part of that is the battle to regulate it. That's not an easy regulate. It's not like
across borders.
Right, everything. So it's not, you know, that is the power of the internet. That's the power of these cryptocurrencies, kind of that decentralized. But what seems to keep happening is that they kind of become centralized.
Yeah.
When you set up these exchanges, you know, and before
Right.
you know it, you have $1 billion of Bitcoin that's centralized in one exchange. They get hacked. They're not doing their job to protect everybody. So we'll see.
So in the last couple of weeks, what has happened is that when you were here before,
Yeah, they were even. Now they're not, huh?
Now the CBOE is taking over.
How'd that happen?
So what happens? The CBOE folks, when you're looking at this 4,834, they only trade contracts in 1 Bitcoin.
Yes.
CME trades in 5.
Yeah.
And that number's flipped. So that's
multiply the 367 by 5, right? So
Exactly.
you're looking at 15, 1600.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were pretty similar.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just something where, you know, 5 is a big number versus, you know, you got to trade CME, you got to trade, what, 55,000 right now to trade one contract in the CME.
And that's
versus
what that's
CBOE.
saying to me. That's professionals, big money versus retail money. You know.
That there's more retail?
Yes.
Yeah, I would agree. Right. Because it's the lower cost trade on the CBOE versus you need 5 times as much money to trade on the CME.
Yeah.
And that's even, I was just going to say, well, and it's come down in price. When it was at 15,000, that's an even bigger, you know, you needed 75 grand to trade when it was at 15,000 versus 75 grand.
And what's also, when we get back, what's also happened is the company is called Trading Technologies that the 19, well, out of 20 largest banks in the world, 19 of them use it. And we'll explain that when we come back, folks.
Okay.
You stay right there. And that's going to help Coinbase dramatically. They're bringing Coinbase on.
Good for Coinbase.
Yeah, I know. Heavy. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 50, Nasdaq's down 17, S&Ps are off 9. And I was talking about trading technologies, folks. So trading technologies is a platform that large institutions use that they can go out and trade not only for all the different broker deals, but they can trade all over the world for broker dealers.
For cryptocurrencies, you're talking
No,
about?
for everything.
Oh, for everything. Okay.
That's why it's so powerful.
Okay, I got you.
So what happens is that they have decided to they make a deal with Coinbase, and Coinbase is going to end up being on that institutional platform.
Okay.
Which is pretty intense. I mean, so maybe
anytime you open up the opportunity for more demand, right? More access to the markets.
Exactly.
For sure. Yeah.
Exactly. We take a look at some of the higher volume stocks out here today. Let's see where we are. Okay, so you have Advanced Micro up 36 cents. Capstone Paper, we'll find out what that is. That's up $7. Wynn Resorts, Wynn's down 10.
Another bad day for Wynn.
Wynn's getting smoked. Let's see. So Friday, the stock's at 203. You're at 169. And what's happening out here this morning is that you got the Macau government, which is 3/4 of his revenue.
Yeah.
Of his earnings.
Earnings, I think you said.
Yeah, his earnings.
Pull it up. Yeah.
They're basically opening a
investigation or more scrutiny, whatever it is, right?
And this is going to be about governance, folks, right? I mean, that's the reality.
That's what
the reality is that if the board knows about it.
It seems like the board knew about this, and you have private shareholders, man. That's what the board is supposed to be there for, not to shield a CEO when allegations come out, and you're paying off people, regardless of how bad the allegations seem to be. This, I think, is going to become more of a corporate governance story. Than just a sexual harassment story.
Right, because the shareholder wakes up in the morning and is down 15%.
And they shouldn't, because the board knew about this from reports I'm reading far before Friday.
Right.
And that's the board's responsibility to the shareholders, not to the CEO.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
And I was one of the what do you call it when the not gauges boards of a watchdog.
Okay.
They had come in last year saying that Wynn had the worst governance anyway.
And it seems like from stories I was reading that this is a continuing theme.
Right. That's
in his company.
They took him out of Mirage.
So. We'll see how it goes. And even his ex-wife in the allegation, she was on the board, and it seems like she knew about this in her capacity as a board member, and separate that out from her capacity as, a divorce battle.
Yeah, right.
And there's two separate capacities. And I imagine there's going to be huge lawsuits from shareholders about this, because if the board knew about it, there's no reason why the shareholders should pay the price for the board keeping that a secret to cover up for, even if they're just allegations. That's a public matter.
It's a material matter, right?
For
There's
sure.
no doubt. There's no doubt. Let's go take a look at the dollar index. So the dollar, this thing, not only went down, but look at this. This thing is like intense. Last week what you had is that when Davos was happening, you had Mnuchin come out saying he likes a weak dollar.
Yep.
And bottom line is that he got what he wanted. It came down to 88 to 255.
Yep.
And, you get a dead cat bounce going, and it looks like it's not even going to be able to hold 89, 180.
So, of course, that part of that dead cat bounce was Trump saying that you interpreted the comments wrong.
Yeah.
I
Right.
don't know how else you interpret them if you read what Mnuchin said, but
there's no doubt.
There was no misinterpretation there, but,
And if we take a look at this on a longer-term basis, this longer ABC structure on the way down looks like it's going to get action. The thing that's intriguing is that, see, it came in hard to the highs of 2008 and 2010. And this should have been some, resistance there.
No, for sure.
And there was.
Yep.
But what I've seen is that when you come into highs of lows, because we put that up, that's what both of those kind of are. You get the low of 2008, which is 70, 80, and the low of 2010, which is 72.86. If you come in too hot, that's a problem. It's like a hammer coming down. Bang!
It's going to bounce up from there.
But it gets the first hole open.
Sure.
Sure.
Yep.
So it looks to me like this baby's going to do that ABC structure down. If that's what we get, then you're going to see the rest of these commodities really move this year.
Yeah.
If we take a look at these commodities out here, what you've had is that, well, you get sugar up today, wheat up. See, this is interesting because wheat, soybeans, corn have been like killed for the last 3 or 4 years. We put wheat up just for a second. You know, look at just in 6 months, you've gone from $5.20 a bushel down to $4.10. Now they're getting some juice.
Yep.
And that's going to be a big number if that's what we got, because you know you get all of these priced in dollars.
Yes.
Oh, check this out. For all you gas people, let's see what gas is at. This is so cool because, of course, we're from Boston, and I saw this tank.
That's natural gas. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right.
So what happened is this. I saw this tanker coming in. Or I saw the pictures of it, right? What happened is that a monster tanker just came in with Russian gas into Boston.
Okay.
So check this out. This is a story you got to look at, folks. And if you go on Google, you can see the tanker. I happen to know right where they took the picture from. This tanker is so big, it's unbelievable. So watch this. A trading firm, I believe in France, decided to bring the. Remember when we said that the price was so dramatically different?
In the Northeast, yes.
Right. So they had bought this tanker before that thing had spiked, folks. They just felt that it was so low that they thought that they would be.
And they're buying it in another market where it's much cheaper, trying to get it to that market, right?
That's what they did.
Okay.
It's Russian gas that was getting exported to France.
Okay.
They bought it out of France, took it from France into Boston because that terminal is a monster terminal in Boston.
Sure.
And there's another one on its way. Isn't that wild?
I mean, what were we looking at? It was like 66 times the price it was in Boston.
Right.
So you can see that regardless of the cost they're incurring for the physical delivery, there's still cost to be, you know, especially if you get another storm maybe, right, or something.
And
I
when
mean,
you
we're still
see
in February. We're not even in February, so there's still winter months to come.
Let's see. Gas tanker coming into Boston. Let's see. We'll Google this. I'm going to Google this. Let's see. Because this was, I just saw this.
There you go. Top one, right there.
Oh, top one. Okay, beautiful.
Slide that over so people can.
There it is. Yeah, watch this. And what you're looking at there, folks, okay? Look at the size of that tanker.
Yeah.
Now, that's a good piece of land.
Sure.
That's not a small piece of land.
Definitely.
You know?
Can I just see? So scrolling up, I'm just reading even here. It would be the first LNG shipment from anywhere other than Trinidad and Tobago in about 3 years.
Yep.
The tanker carrying Russian natural gas, been sitting outside Boston Harbor for days, will probably land over the weekend. That's this past weekend.
Yep.
According to the Coast Guard. Liquid natural gas, originally produced in Siberia, according to vessel tracking. Yeah, pretty cool, man.
Because he doesn't traded it. Okay, so
it's expected to be in the port over the weekend. The delay in bringing the ship to the harbor is not unusual.
Right.
I mean, a ship that big, right?
No,
You got to coordinate with the Coast Guard, everything, I'm sure. Yeah, so here's its map. Position as of January 18th, it was in London. You get Gibraltar, and then a week later, it's over in the port of Boston.
That's going to be in Everett, Massachusetts.
There you go.
Unloading that gas. Stay
Cheaper
right there.
natural gas.
Stay right there. Tommy and I come right back. What a great trade.
Yeah,
oh my
totally.
God.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Little commercial, and they whacked the market pretty good.
What's going on, man? I'm back, and the markets are negative. I don't know what to do. I'm lost.
Dow's down 108. You got the Nasdaq down 34. S&Ps are down 16. Let's just go look at that, because that was quite a whack. So S&Ps,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, definitely.
we just went from what, 28.70 to 28.57.
Kind of while we've been on the air in the last hour or so.
Yeah, and doesn't look like there's anything there. Let's see what this is saying. Okay, this is U.S. authorities are planning to announce fines against 3 global banks and arrest as many as 8 people over the manipulation of future markets. It just never doesn't stop. It's amazing. So USB, Deutsche Bank, HSBC are going to be penalized Monday by the commodity futures trading, as the Justice Department nabs former traders and employees of proprietary trading companies for their roles in spoofing. Let's see what else. What if it's every futures market?
So the enforcement actions extend the Justice Department's examination of whether bank traders conspired to rig interest rate benchmarks and manipulate currency exchanges during the past decade. The probes, which led to guilty pleas and billions of dollars in payouts by some of the world's biggest banks, also led prosecutors to begin investigating whether metals traders placed orders without intending to execute them, spoofing trade orders, right?
Yep.
Swinging the markets, putting in bids, offers that
Monster
weren't
ones.
real, right?
Yeah, right. Wow.
Yeah.
This doesn't
Never
stop.
ends. That's right. And it never will end.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And if you go back to 1933,
Hey.
bottom line, it's the same deal.
You got it.
Let's go look at the NQs, because one of as a
They're all
tiger,
getting hit.
Peter, there's no
It's just
doubt.
at 33. Now it's at 44, right? Yeah.
They're hitting them. They're hitting them. Yep. So, and what you have with all of these indices, you have these 2 high volume lows intraday, going back from Wednesday and Thursday of last week.
Okay.
So we'll see. Well, actually, look at every one of those. We had one Friday, then it shook it off, went higher. Thursday it stayed down, and Wednesday it was down there and came back somewhat.
Yeah.
Let's go take a look at the small caps. Small caps have been bouncing around too. Now that's still been the week. Look at that. See, man, when they hit the small caps. So the small caps just went from 1612, well, 1602. That did that Friday
Yeah,
too.
no, but
And-
that's only 1600 index. So
Right.
You're talking about 10 points.
right.
It's 2/3% almost,
Yeah.
in the span of an hour.
And you got, the small caps have been the weakest indice.
It's tough to see weakness in any of these markets.
Yeah,
It
there's
is.
no doubt about that. There's no
How about
doubt.
Facebook? Can we jump over to Facebook?
Yeah,
Do they have their earnings this week, did I say?
they do.
Yeah.
The 31st.
Yeah, so that's going to be Wednesday at 4:05.
Yeah. Now, what's going to happen, which is really cool, is that we haven't been able to do this in the afternoon show.
Yeah.
Those volatility trades.
Some of those spread trades, maybe
Right.
in the Nasdaq 100 or
Right.
even the S&P, some of them they can move, but Nasdaq
The
100
Nasdaq 100 would be the number.
Yeah.
So I believe it's the next day, and this is where Google and Amazon. Yeah, okay. So Google comes out, and Google comes out like a split second past 4 o'clock.
Yeah, so that's going to be Thursday.
And Amazon does too.
Okay.
And if you got them both going the same way, then you'd get some nice volatility. Whether it's up
for
or down.
sure, right.
You know
if
what
they
I mean?
both come in over or under,
Yeah.
right.
So Amazon, yeah, same day.
Same thing. And
1601.
Amazon says 1401 versus I know Google they're usually right afterwards.
Right.
They don't say it, which is a shame. It just says aftermarket on here.
Right.
But yeah, and even what has me a little bit more intrigued about Facebook
Okay.
is just what they're dealing with in terms of the social media angst and trying to change their feed.
Oh, for sure.
So they're probably going to do well in terms of earnings and all that stuff.
I've been off it for a year.
But what
right?
but what are they going to say in terms of what are they going to do in the next year? What is going to be their guidance? What's maybe they're going
Right.
to change their news feed that might cause less ad revenue or something to try and fix. I mean, Mark Zuckerberg has plenty of money. He is not concerned with, he's concerned with this product and making sure that it's survivable and thriving. And they have a problem there. And so they could say something that could shock people. It'd be interesting.
I agree.
He could forego profits for a year or two if he thought he could save the company from the bad press and the bad,
Right.
and, it's not just bad press. You talk to anybody, it's not the environment that it began with that everybody loved. It's not.
And what I was reading the story over the weekend, the amount of bots out here are phenomenal.
So that's a Twitter story versus a Facebook story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The bots that's pretty intense.
Yeah, let's see if we can, because there was a great, I forget what news, I think it might have been a Time story talking about a company that sells Twitter followers.
Right.
That company immediately had their account suspended on Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And let's see, keep...
More scrutiny for Twitter over fake accounts.
Yeah, maybe that's Barron's. Let me see if we can get Twitter Barron's. Because it came out just...
Yeah. I mean, they were talking there's something like 15% of the users.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what happens... what happens with Twitter, too, is that you can do a lot more automated with Twitter than you can do with Facebook. As in, we could start a TFNN account and we can programmatically code it to say, anytime Bloomberg tweets this, you retweet this. Anytime you tweet this, you retweet this. So what that inspires is it inspires all these fake bots that automatically say, okay, I want people retweeting, I want followers, and I want retweets, right?
Right.
Sure, we can do that because guess what? It's just all programmed. Versus in Facebook, you can't create... Twitter, you don't need to be a person to have an account. In Facebook, in their terms and service, you need to be a person, or you need to be a business or something. You need to be a real person.
In Twitter, you don't have to be?
No, you don't have to be. Yeah, and this is where you're going to see some
That's crazy.
pushback about what happens there. But it's and what's surprising is I think Twitter is even up today.
It is.
So there's more going on.
And I think that they started going up last week because of they keep saying that they got a video deal coming like Snapchat or something.
So this is Twitter gains on just amid mergers and acquisitions process.
Yeah.
So they're still an entity for sure, but it's all about somebody maybe buying them. It's not about them making more money next quarter.
Right.
But look at that jump after that story. Pretty remarkable.
Yeah, and off the lows of it's almost doubled. It's up 80%.
I mean, they went over countless celebrities that have these accounts.
Oh, yeah.
In the story, and I encourage anybody to check it out. I forget what news organization it was. I think it might have been the Times, but I forget. But it was remarkable. It certainly was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at the GDX. Let's see what equities, the gold equities are doing okay, so this is good. You know, we broke topside last week, monster volume. You get 53 million on Wednesday. You get 61 on Thursday. You're backing down with 9 into 61. That's a good deal.
Yeah.
61 and 38. So,
See where that dollar goes, right?
yeah, definitely.
Quite a run last week and
there's,
everything.
There's
yeah.
no doubt. The XAU, let's go take a look at the XAU. XAU right now, 88, 84. It's backing into the same area. You know, I don't get the volume till later, but I suspect it's going to be lighter volume backing into that strength. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back, and of course, we're going to go to swim lessons at 11 o'clock. We get our man Basil Chapman at 12, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Stay right there, folks. Coming right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Achievers rise above the rest, and when they see an opportunity, they take action. Massive action. Achievers capitalize on every resource in order to experience success at its absolute max. And on Wednesday, January 31st, 5 to 6 p.m., I'll share with subscribers of Mastering Probability how to achieve even more success with the extraordinary tools that I use to call the markets. These tools predicted the Ebola 2015 stock market bottom, the December 2017 gold bottom, and why subscribers added to their mining positions this month as well. Learn the pattern that projects the Dow's next upside target of 30,740. Folks, great moments were born from great opportunity. So don't miss this opportunity to take advantage of my 30-day money-back guarantee for Mastering Probability. All the details are on the homepage of TFNN.com. Sign up today and reserve your spot for the ultimate subscriber event.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com. Educating investors. Learn how to trade options with swim lessons. Brought to you by TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 113. You get the Nasdaq off 36. S&Ps are down 15. Percentage-wise out here, what that is, you can see that's only 0.4 of 1%.
Not even 0.5%.
Because we're on big numbers.
The Dow, S&P, or Nasdaq.
Exactly.
Nasdaq just hit 0.5%, 0.5. There
Pretty wild. And, as you come over to our website at TFNN, folks, right on the top of the garage cellar, you're going to see our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes. This coming Wednesday night, he's going to have a webinar for his subscribers of Mastering Probability. You can Come and be a subscriber right now. 30-day money-back guarantee.
That's right.
Check out what he's going to be talking about, 5 to 6 p.m.
Yeah, so Steve put together a great workshop. He kind of reached out to his subscribers, asked them for feedback on what they would most like him to talk about, which is great, you know, in terms of what he wanted to discuss, his trading methodology, kind of the techniques he uses. And he got feedback from his current subscribers, and with that, he put together a workshop that he's going to be talking about a bunch of great stuff. It'll be Wednesday, hour long, right after your program, 5 o'clock, 5 till 6. You can sign up. If you're new to Mastering Probability, 30-day money-back guarantee. So you sign up, you get 30 days of his newsletter. You get the workshop on Wednesday. You get a money-back guarantee for 30 days, and you get his 90-minute money management workshop, position sizing, calculating stops, system expectancy, managing your trades, along with Wednesday's workshop. And of course, those workshops are archived for 30 days. You can watch them as many times as you want. And you know, if you're a subscriber, anytime. We always keep the archives available for 30 days. But if you're a subscriber, we'll always give anybody longer access. It's really just making sure that your page isn't cluttered.
Just keeping it clean.
Yeah, that's all. So, you know, if you want to watch it for 60 days, just shoot us an email. You're a subscriber. We put it back up on your page. You watch as much as you want. Wednesday, 2 days from right now.
Check it out right in the front page of TFNN, folks. You stay right there, folks. We got the swim lessons coming up next. And then, of course, we're going to Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Good to have you.
Thanks, man. Good to be here.
Wow! Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.